Hi there everybody, this is David, and if you've ever looked at like a mobile RPG and you thought, I'll pass. Well, girl, same. Like, I get it. Because for years, most of them just quite honestly sucked. But nowadays, they're changing. And one of the first games to lead the charge and create, an actually good gacha game was Sword of Convallaria, and it is today's sponsor, and it really did change the game whenever it launched 2 years ago. So yeah, it's been out for quite some time now, but it's also paved the way for other good mobile RPGs to follow. But now, they're here with a second anniversary update, and I want to tell you all about it, including all the rewards, the new skins, the new areas, the new characters, the free polls, and a whole brand new storyline too. And that's totally worth a sub as you come and you join a party and you level on up with me. Thank you so much for your sub, your like, and your brand new hype. It helps me out a ton. And now, let's go ahead and dive right on in to what this is all about. First of all, if you haven't heard of Sword of Convallaria, it is a tactical RPG, in the truest sense of the word. Think games like Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, and Tactics Ogre. So if you like those, you will like this. But it's also not a carbon copy. It adds its own flavor, its own ideas, and a shocking amount of content too. Especially now for its second anniversary, because we have new story content, new gameplay systems, and a brand new region to explore as well. So, if you're new to the game, or maybe you bounced off of it a couple of months back, now is definitely the time to jump right on in and give it another look. And also, if at any time during this video you would like to check it out for yourself, please just use the links down below to download it and see what it is all about. Just to remind y'all, it is available both on mobile as well as the PC for free, but it also really does dodge like the usual free-to-play pitfalls. You've got your full-blown turn-based strategy battles, you've got recruitable characters, branching storylines, political intrigue, and beautiful sprite-based pixel art. Not only that, it is super free-to-play friendly. In fact, the main story mode is 100% gacha free, and I can attest to that myself because I've been playing the story mode now for free since it's been released 2 years ago. And that's really what makes Sword of Convallaria such an interesting game. It takes the things that people love about classic tactical RPGs, the gameplay, the storytelling, the character building, and then it combines them with, the convenience of a mobile game for free, and again, without the gacha. And 2 years later, it is just as big as it ever was. So now that you know what the game is, let's talk about what's new, because this second anniversary update is a big one. So again, if you've played it before but you stepped away, now is a great time to come back. You're getting anniversary rewards, returning player benefits, system improvements, and a bunch of new content to jump back on into, without feeling like you're starting from behind or anything. They are making a real effort here to lower that entry barrier and make it easier for y'all to quickly get right back on into the action. And now, while the base game has always focused, on the small little backwater nation of Iria, this is a brand new story. The sagas of Ice and Blood, and it takes you to Lucia, a frozen plains region located at the northern edge of Rodinia. And as you can imagine, it's a pretty stark change from temperate Iria. And here, you're going to be diving right on into the history behind the birth of the Lucian Empire and the struggles of the people who live there. You've got conflicts between tribes, questions about law and order, family lineage, ancient bloodlines, people turning into animals and transforming, which is freaking cool, and also, just normal, regular, everyday people who are just trying to figure out what kind of future they want to build together, what they want for the Lucian Empire. You're also going to be meeting brand new characters who live there. Alexei, Agatha, Ivan the Great, and Lucian Guard as the chapter unfolds. So, if you enjoy adult political storylines, along with, choices that actually matter, then this update is meant for you. The second major addition here is a brand new gameplay mode called the Hunt on the Frozen Plains. And this here is essentially like a new challenge mode built around sustained combat, ensuring that you have a strong enough roster, and making sure that you're also strong enough to come out on top. There are different challenges that you can take on here, such as multi-character battles, consecutive battles, stage clearing challenges, and even boss battles, where you need to survive multiple encounters with bosses in a row, which is really hard but really fun. Another neat thing about it is that there's always some sort of trick to these battles too. It's not just like a fight it out slog against your guys versus their guys, because the different battlefields hold different tools that can give you an advantage, like preparing traps and defensive structures before battles, or taking advantage of the dropped objects from the monsters, and then using your hunting techniques to turn the tide of the battlefield into your favor. Now, of course, this anniversary celebration would not be complete without some big rewards. So to make sure that both the new players as well as returning players feel valued, you have a reason to jump in. So they added in a new selectable Double Up event. Starting after July the 31st, new players and also people who haven't logged into the game for more than 45 days will be able to take part in a special summoning event where they can select any 2 characters that they prefer, and it will boost your chances of getting those guys that you really want. There's also a selectable hero makeup ticket, which gives you another way to strengthen your team and pick up the guys that you may have missed along the way. On top of that, the anniversary celebrations include a ton of additional rewards, including a free 10-pull, anniversary bonuses, the anniversary shop, annual recap rewards, and special anniversary packs for anyone getting back into the game for this anniversary event. There's even a special skin for Aisha, which is great because, she is the most popular character after all, so that's really cool that sort of Convallaria, actually listens to their fans and give updates to all the characters that everybody likes the most. The anniversary update also brings some nice quality of life improvements too. Expeditions now include one-tap dispatch, Pioneer Challenge added a sweep function, and some memory shard overflow systems have also been improved. But even with all these new updates, the heart of Sword of Convallaria is still the same, the combat. This isn't one of those idle gacha games where you can just kind of walk away and pay no attention. This here is the real deal. You have to build a team properly to win and actually pay attention because the combat is genuinely deep. You can't just turn on auto battle here. You've also got weapon types, elemental affinities, terrain bonuses, turn order based on your agility. Every single fight is a puzzle and it's just a bunch of fun. And it's not your typical mobile game, so get that out of your mind. This is much more akin to something like Final Fantasy Tactics, it really is. And now, 2 years later, it has the continued support of a game that is still growing. You've got a brand new region, a major story expansion with Lucia, deeper tactical challenges with Hunt on the Frozen Plains, and a bunch of improvements that show the developers are still investing in the game. So, if you played Sword of Convallaria before but you stepped away, or if you never played it before but you want to check it out, now is the perfect time to do so. These anniversary rewards make it easier to rebuild your roster, the new systems make the game better to play, and there is a ton of new content waiting for you. So, please do go ahead and download Sword of Convallaria right now using my link in the description, and check out the 2nd anniversary celebration while all of these rewards are available. And if you like this video and you want more RPG deep dives, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I've got plenty more coming. So I'll see y'all next time and have a good day.